Hey everyone, good morning to everyone. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. I hope you are doing fantabulous. I hope you're having a splendocious, a splendiferous, a splendid and absolutely epic day today. And you know, if you're going through a dark time, I really pray God's guidance, God's comfort, God's protection, God's provision upon your lives. I know that we're living in trying times right now specifically. I know that things aren't easy. But just keep the faith. You know, keep the faith. Even though that I'm talking to you, you know, I'm going through a kind of a despondent moment, you know, so a sad time. But I just decided that I'm choosing to starve that sadness. I'm choosing to starve that despondency and just, you know, fuel the fire of joy and happiness and peace that God has provided for me and for everyone. You know, it's not an easy feat to achieve sometimes, because sometimes the weight of the world will bog you down, but you just have to keep the faith and hold your head up high and be strong in God, you know. You know, sometimes these days I've tried to train myself or my mind to not be quick to judge when I hear of bad news, very, very bad news and ugly news. Rather windy today. And I'm speaking in light of, or in lieu of, the young girl who was killed, the 20-year-old girl who was killed, strangled to death by the 50-year-old man. Supposedly she was raped and all of that, you know, and I see a lot of posts about stop violence against women and, you know, all of those things that are good. It's going to be a kind of a two-part what do I say, videos that I'll be doing, because the sad part is 2 lives have been lost. Take my word for it, 2 lives have been lost. One young girl, 20-year-old, she really hasn't lived life as yet, and sadly her physical life has been lost. This man, 50, you wouldn't really call him old, but he would be going into another gear of his life, you know, before his own physical life would have ended. Let us put it that way. And you know, all of that may just go down the drain, in the sense that he may be imprisoned for life, maybe, depending on, you know, how the court case will go. Now, I don't know the full story where this is concerned. You hear bits and pieces of it, you hear them, and you form your own opinions. Even me, I'm going to tell you the truth. You know, we're biased human beings. I form my own opinions, but we don't know the truth. The fact is, I'm not going to come on this video and promote something that is not necessarily truthful, because I feel that what I'm saying, because it sounds plausible, it sounds logical, that it must be factual. Not necessarily so, because strange things happen. I remember when I was much younger, they had this thing called strange but true. You know, some weird things just happen, and that's life. Things are not necessarily going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in that order. So I have to, but what I will do though is speak in terms of, is kind of a preventative measure. Hopefully it will reach to even one person. My take on life is, if I can reach one person, I've reached a lot. I've reached many. Believe me, believe you me. So irrespective of whatever the situation is, it's 2 lives have been lost, and I'm going to speak to 2 things. One, young girls, young women, young ladies. I remember when I went to high school, they trained us how to be ladies. So our principal, our late and dear sister Stephanie, used to address us as ladies. Young ladies, I'm going to encourage you on something. If you are not interested in going in a deep relationship, intimate relationship with a man, do not take his money, do not take his things, don't allow him, because if you allow, you'll be allowing him. Do not allow him to invest in you materially, emotionally. I mean, you can't really you can in some sense prevent the emotional investment, in the sense that you, in terms of the time that you would spend with him, whether on the phone or in person, or some social media platform, so you don't really communicate with him. So you would, you would not fuel the fire of an emotional investment. All right. So if there's a man who is interested in you and you know you're not interested in him emotionally, in terms of being in a relationship with him, do not even invest a regular friendship with him. I would not encourage that, especially you young ladies. It's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for you to die, for them to kill you. It's just sad. I've often said this, that men are built with physical strength above women. Even if you can read it in the Bible, men are physically stronger than women generally. Not every single solitary man, but you know what I'm saying in general. Whether the man is skinny, whether the man is fat, whatever size he may be, men are physically stronger. Women are generally emotionally stronger. That's why they will handle emotional pain and all of that and much better. You know, do not invest in a man if you're not interested. Just say to yourself, would I want somebody to use me, you know, and just discard me like that when they have gotten all of what they want? You have to ask yourself, you're not too young to understand that. And I'm encouraging young women, young ladies, hold on to your dignity, hold on to that self-respect, hold on to, I call it the fruit of the Holy Spirit, the Beatitudes that Jesus gave on the mountain. Read them, St. Matthew 5, 1 to 12. And hold on to certain principles that you were taught by your mother or grandmother or some parent or teacher, whoever, guardian, or I shouldn't say some parent or guardian, somebody that you may have been exposed to. Because each of us will be exposed to one good person in our lives who will teach us the right thing and will tell us the right thing at one point or other. Young ladies, please, I am asking you, I am literally begging and pleading with you, do not invest your time, your energy, your body to a man that you know that there is maybe no future with. I'm not talking about necessarily a married man in this case, that a man that you're not interested in at all. I wouldn't even encourage you to have a regular platonic friendship with him. You don't have to be rude and disrespectful. You see him, hello, goodbye, unless it's something where it becomes maybe dangerous, if just by saying hi can prove you know, deadly to you. That's a different case. Then you have to take wisdom and just ignore the person altogether. But I'm encouraging you ladies, please, young girls especially, you can't be, the man is almost 2 generations above this girl's age, right? And I'm saying, do not invest your time, your energy, your body in men that you are not interested in. Do not take their things. It is a recipe for disaster. Please, I ask this of you women, you young ladies. No boobs out, man. Back in the day, when me younger, them used to call it boobs. And maybe them the days when women are boobs out the man, and maybe some like a monkey money them take from the man and some like a foolishness. Nowadays, the men not taking that. They're not going to invest their hard-earned money and hard-earned time and everything. You know, because these days men probably when them invest, you know, they're giving you a car, they're giving you a house, they're giving you land, they're giving you all these lovely things that it takes years upon years for people to earn on their own. And then you turn around and just basically discard the man and tell him, say, sure, go on your side and I'm not really interested in you. You might not say it like that, but your actions and your attitude and some of your words will allude to that. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster. Please, young girls, I am asking you, don't do it. All right, so stay blessed, be blessed. A word to the wise is sufficient, as my former English teacher Miss David had said to us. A word to the wise is sufficient. Have a good one.